Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. In today's video, I'll be taking you all on a long overdue house tour. I have had so many people asking me for this video, and I apologize for the time it's taken me to be able to get this video done, but without getting into all the nitty-gritty details, we have had a lot going on. It has not been a stress-free year, let me tell you. The last house video I made was, I think, at the tail end of summer last year. We've been in the process of building this house for a little over a year, but the whole process has taken about 3 years or so. So my wife and I are very, very excited to be able to get to this point. It's almost move-in ready. We have our fingers crossed that we could start moving stuff at the end of July and hopefully be moved in sometime in August. So along with giving you guys the tour, I also want to take you on a quick tour of the shop because I've done some stuff over there, and I want to give you guys some updates as far as some of the projects are concerned, because the 240 is back in the shop. I'm starting to work on that. I'm planning out the Chevelle, so a lot of really exciting things to come. Hopefully in the next few months, life is going to start getting back to normal. We'll see. Hopefully I'll be able to start bringing back some car reviews and whatnot. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff to show you guys. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Here it is. It's come a long way since the last time everyone saw it. If you haven't seen the first house video or need a refresher, I put a link in the description box below. It covers a lot of really important background information, so I highly suggest checking it out. Stuff like how we've been going about doing this, and you can actually see the house first take shape, which is super exciting. But I know a lot of people are really looking forward to seeing inside, so we're gonna just cut to the chase. To give you guys just a bit of background information, the house is a little under 4,200 square feet. We've been building it in stages, which is why it's taken as long as it has. A couple years prior to breaking ground, we started collecting materials, trying to find the best deals on stuff that we could, and stockpiling up to hopefully alleviate some financial burden from, trying to do everything all at the same time. But one thing's for sure, we absolutely could not have done this without the help of our friends and family. Everybody has put a ton of sweat equity in this house, which is the primary reason why I just cannot stay consistent on YouTube lately. So let's head on inside. Welcome to the main living room. So now I'm standing on the opposite side of the room so you can get a better idea of what the space is like. The door off to the far right there, is going to be a linen closet, while the sliding doors are going to go into an office. Up top, we've got a bunch of can lights. We opted not to build a traditional fireplace. Instead, we got an electric fireplace and had a surround built with brick veneers. It's a lot less weight on the floor and requires no additional reinforcement, so it'll be a really nice setup. And it was a lot less expensive than a traditional fireplace. But we've got the barnwood accents on either side, trying to go for like a modern farmhouse theme, and I just love how this came out. It's very pretty. The office is primarily going to be shared between my wife and I. We've got these cool antique doors that we're going to fit up on this wall for accent pieces and have some built-ins installed for like books and whatnot. Of course, desk and all that typical office type stuff, but that's going to be a really nice space. Now I'm standing at the front door again, so to my left is the office. Then we've got the linen closet, and the door on the far end is a half bathroom. If we look up top here, you can start seeing some of the oak beams that we had put in for extra structural support. Plus they work with the whole farmhouse styling thing. We walk into the main area. There's the kitchen straight ahead. They just put the cabinets in yesterday, which was really exciting to watch. This is just a big, wide, open area. There's the pantry right there. And this hallway goes to the exercise room, laundry room, and the bedrooms. Got more can lights. more beams, especially in the dining area. And of course, my favorite room, which I'll show you guys in just a second, the theater room. All of these doors that you see with the big slats going down the middle were handmade by a local gentleman. He did a really, really nice job. They're 1 3/4 inches thick, so very heavy. And again, this is the half bathroom. Tile in the bathrooms and laundry room. We're gonna have hardwoods everywhere else, but obviously that's not installed yet. But we took that barn wood and did the whole inside of this bathroom in it. Painted the ceiling. It smells really, really good in there, but it just looks awesome too. Right now I'm standing in the hallway that goes to the bedroom, so straight ahead is the theater room. That hallway goes to the master bedroom. The dining room is over there with the big beams, and of course the kitchen. Now I'm standing in the dining room looking back at the spot I was just standing at. I'm just trying to, again, give you guys a good idea of the space. It's kind of hard to capture all of this on camera when you only have limited field of vision. We're gonna have quite a big island. There was so much space in the middle here, we were trying to fill it up. We were just like, let's just build a giant island. You can always use a giant island. I cannot wait to get into this kitchen. The door we ended up using for the pantry is technically an exterior door, but what we kind of want to do at some point is make the face of it look like an old school storefront. Like a general store type deal. But, you know, you can't really see much in here, but there'll be shelves and a freezer, put coffee maker and all that kind of stuff in here. Yep, just a big open room, but will be filled with lots of goodies. Now I'm standing on the inside corner of the kitchen looking out towards the island. I'll give you guys a quick pan shot from this angle. One thing that was really important to my wife and I was to try to pack as much light into this house as we could. So we've got tons of ceiling lights, can lights, fans, and a lot of natural light too. We actually bought all of the windows from the same gentleman who made the doors, and it really came together nice. The door that heads out of the dining room is going to eventually, at some point, go out to a pool area. We want to build an outdoor kitchen somewhere in this area and just have all of the concrete tie into itself, pool going that way. The garage is going to end up going right there. I've had some questions about that, but yes, there is a plan for a garage. Talk about that again later, but golly, with the morning right now, the contrast is crazy. And here's one more look at the dining area. Not much to see right now, but this is where the table's going to go. It probably goes without saying, but we're trying to build our forever home. Neither of us want to move ever again. We've definitely gone a little extra in some spots, but it's going to be well worth it. This is my favorite room in the whole house, the theater room. I wish we had some lights so you guys can see a little bit better. Well, I guess it's not too bad. But we have dark gray walls, light gray ceiling, little platform out back. There's going to be a 3-person couch with 2 recliners on either side of that and a 2-person love seat right there. But we'll have a projector up in the ceiling and a big old screen on the wall. Now I'll take you guys on a look at the left side of the house where the spare bedrooms are. Like I was saying a second ago, down this hallway, we have an exercise room to the left. It's kind of dark, can't see much, but that's what that's for. And this is a linen closet. We go to the right, there's one of the bedrooms and a door that's gonna lead out to the outdoor kitchen slash patio area. At the other end of the hallway is the second spare bedroom and the laundry room. Again, we're trying to maximize natural light, so we've got a full glass door right here that goes to the laundry room. And some really big windows. It'll end up having a sink in here. Machines will sit over there. Very cool. The spare bedrooms are basically mirror images of one another as far as the size. They both have these really nice transom windows in them. They give just an awesome view of the field. So now I'm standing at the opposite corner of the door, so that's the hallway where, you had the one door going outside and the other door over there going to the laundry room. But in here we've got closet, door that goes to the Jack and Jill bathroom, and then the window to the back. This bathroom's turning out really, really nice. Wait till you see the shower. Got a window right there. Again, same view as the transom windows looking out into the field. There'll be a vanity to my left and toilet off to the right. Shut this so you can see the shower. We still gotta get shower doors ordered, but this subway look just turned out really, really good. Got some little shampoo and soap nooks in there. And then a linen closet. This is a pretty oak door. We just decided to leave it stained, not painted. It's just somewhat of an accent piece, but it's got the glass in it too. Looking at the ceiling from the first bedroom, and we're coming down, and that door of course goes to the other bedroom. And here's the other bedroom. I'll just give you guys more or less a walkthrough of this one. We got the window. Got a really big window. Door to the hallway. Closet. Now we're back in the hallway. Last thing to check out is the master suite. So I'll just walk you over there. Got a nice wide hallway going to over here. Can lights up in the ceiling. Try not to trip over things. But here we go. Nice and big. There's the master closet right there. Master bathroom right there behind those little slider doors. And we carried the barnwood in here as well. From the opposite side, since this room is so long, we're going to end up filling up this space right here with a small two-person couch, an electric fireplace, and a TV. So if we have people staying over at the house, there's still a little private seating area. The bed will end up going against that wall in between the two windows. Got lots of can lights, a couple fans. We ended up putting a door back here as well and a little patio, another private seating area, I guess, that will end up going out to the pool area at some point. That's for a later date, but this is going to be really nice. Nothing too special about the master closet except for just being the size of a normal bedroom, but we got the same big picture windows across the sides of the house. And as far as the interior is concerned, last but certainly not least, the master bathroom. I take back what I said about the feeder room. This shower right here might be my favorite part of the whole house. It's all tiled. We've got a seat right there. There's 3 jets on that wall, 3 jets on the opposite wall, a little handheld thing right there, and what will be a rain shower. Got the can lights, got his and hers shampoo and soap nooks. Again, still gotta order doors, but that's gonna be very sweet. Now I'm standing in the threshold for the shower. There's the door. Here's the tile if you didn't get a chance to see it earlier. This is what's in all of the bathrooms and the laundry room. But the vanity is going to go along this wall right here. Toilet's over there with a little privacy wall made out of that same barnwood. Then on the other side there's a tub. Crystal wanted to do a little accent wall. And then we have another linen closet. But yeah, that's the master bathroom. Well, that's pretty much it for inside the house. Now I'm gonna take you guys outside and talk about some of the plans we have for the future. Back at the front of the house, we had this driveway put in not too long ago. It connects to the main one that comes off the road and then wraps around to the portion that heads to my shop. I've had people asking me, where's the garage? You gotta have a garage. The garage will be going over here. So this massive span of gravel at the moment will end up being a parking pad, a big garage, and a little pool house where you can get changed and whatnot. The pool's gonna go over in that area, kind of where that storage unit's sitting, but that's gonna come a little bit later. I've had people asking if we were doing a basement, and no, we had a basement at our last house and don't really care to have another one, so we just have a pretty good sized crawl space. Now I'm standing in the middle of where the garage is gonna go. You can see the porch coming off of our bedroom right there. We're gonna eventually build a little retaining wall that starts at that concrete walkway and comes all the way down here. There'll be a set of stairs, so when we come out of the garage or come off of the parking pad, we can walk up, you know, a nice concrete walkway to either our bedroom, the kitchen, or go around to the other side of the house where the spare bedrooms are. But like I was saying, this area right here is gonna end up being a pool area. I have no idea how we're gonna configure things yet, but it's on the wish list. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but I really, really look forward to that. We actually purchased this property from my wife's mom and stepdad. In total, it's about 14.5 acres. This is only about a third of it. Everything else is on the opposite side. And there's a really cool thing that I want to show you guys that we ended up deciding to do on the property just behind that tree line. So I'll show you that next. But here, again, is where the pool's gonna go. This area will be the outdoor kitchen, like somewhere in the dirt area right there that we have to figure out. But that's pretty much it for the house at the moment. So one dilemma we had was trying to figure out what we were going to do with the massive dirt pile that was formed from grading out the foundation for the house. So instead of paying somebody to haul all of it away, we decided to actually use it to start forming a pond. So this right here, this dam was not here originally. We built it up from that dirt and then had someone grade out the bowl. So it's basically comes out to here and slopes down. For reference, that pole, the pipe right there is 20 feet high. It won't be that high. We got to cut it down a little bit. I don't know, maybe like 15 feet or something, but it's going to be pretty deep. This is my favorite part of the property itself. I mean, this is just going to be phenomenal. And the way everything is graded, as you can see over there by just what's been eroding a little bit, all of the rain on this property flows this way. We've got channels everywhere that were on the property originally for irrigation and stuff for all the hay, but just, the way everything's been formed out, it's just a natural flow. Everything's gonna flow. It's gonna be wonderful. So there's the dam right there and the pipe I was talking about. And then there's the pond. It's gonna be quite big. My in-laws still use the rest of the property for hay. They have a farm and cattle, and we've contemplated, or just the whole family discussing, possibly bringing some animals over here. Not 100% sure yet. There's still a lot that needs to be done, but it'd be a cool idea. Fill the pond up with fish. Definitely expanded the area around the shop. This was absolutely the best thing Crystal and I could have ever done. Moving out of the city, getting some land in the country and building a house. I mean, it's just so peaceful and quiet and wonderful. It's so hard to describe. It's just pure bliss. It's going to be a lot more wonderful when the house and stuff gets finished. It's definitely been a bit stressful, to say the least. But having the shop here and the house right next to it, it's going to be wonderful. This shelter right here used to be on the other side of the property, but my in-laws don't use it to store hay anymore, and they offered to give it to me so I could park stuff, which was super nice. So I had a gravel driveway put up to that. The shelter right there used to be my father-in-law's, but I use it to keep the tractor and other necessary equipment for tending the land. And then this Ram also used to be his truck. If you didn't already know, I posted on social last year, but he sadly passed away last June. So that's been pretty hard to get through, but one thing at a time, I suppose. Crystal and I are in the process of fixing up his house also, so we can get it ready for sale. So I'm not kidding when I've said that there's been a lot going on. It's been very stressful, very hard. Crazy does not even describe it, but it'll all work out. It'll all work out in the end. Just gotta take it one thing at a time. But for anybody that's curious, this is a 2001 Ram 1500 V6. Just a basic truck, rubber floors, manual everything, cold AC, which is the most important thing. 190,000 miles. I don't know if anybody's interested in me making some kind of content on this, but if you are, post in the comments below. I use it as my daily work truck now. It runs really, really well. I honestly enjoy it quite a bit. I think I've posted this on Instagram a couple times or so, but I bought this truck maybe like fall of last year. It's a 1986 Chevy C10 long bed. It was really cheap. I couldn't pass it up. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I do want to make a project series out of it at some point, but between the S10, the 240, and the Chevelle, I've got my hands pretty full for the moment. I may do a video of just seeing if I can get it running, because I bought it not running, and I think it just needs a carburetor, but it's never that simple. But if I decide to make some content on it in the near future, I'll definitely let you guys know on the social platforms. The inside and outside of the shop is a bit of a mess at the moment. I'm hoping now that the house is getting close to completion, I'll start getting some free time here and there to really put some effort into this place to get it all cleaned up and ready for future content. I'm also looking really forward to having access to the left side because we've been using it for house storage. But here's the S10, as you guys have been seeing. It's going really well. Got those Crossfire seats in there, looking really nice. The engine sounds great, and I've put maybe 120 miles on it or something like that. So I'm very, very, very happy with how the S10 has been progressing. As you can see, the 240 is back. I've had a lot of people asking me questions about this car, and I'm really happy to say that I'm going to be diving back into it. I don't know how many videos that I'm going to film between now and the first, the initial test drive video, but I'll let you guys know, of course. I haven't touched this car in about 6 months because, straight up, I did not want to. This thing has been extremely stressful because it is way out of my comfort zone. I went way too deep into this, like more deep than I should have. It's gonna be awesome when it's done, but as far as everything else that's been going on with the house and family and stress, I had to put it aside and work on the S10, which thanks to the Jimmy series, I was already way more comfortable with. And I did a full engine swap. I've started a frame off restoration on this truck, and I'm really proud of myself. You know, of course, I have, every single day is a learning experience, and I've learned a tremendous amount on this truck that's gonna help me with the 240 and with other projects. So now that this is at a more comfortable point, I feel more excited to finally dive back into it. I've gotten an awesome success. I've been able to experience that success, which aside from starting this up for the first time, I already have a video of that. I think I uploaded it like last December. Aside from starting it up for the first time and hearing it, you know, I just feel like I'm constantly working, constantly spending money with you know, no end in sight. So I want to push as hard as I can to get this on the road before the end of summer. I'm gonna try my best. And I've already started working on it. There's a couple of sensors regarding the engine that I still need to install, but it runs, and it runs very, very well. I've already stripped the entire body harness up front, up to the interior, which I still need to work on that. I'm gonna work on, with the help of my buddy Joe, to clean up this harness, route it in a more efficient way, figure out where to mount the fuse boxes, because that's the biggest thing holding the car back right now, is just figuring out the last bit of wiring and making sure everything is done correctly. And I have to hook up the clutch, brakes, bleed, all that stuff, and then once all those boxes are checked, it should be pretty good for our first test drive. So we'll keep our fingers crossed and see how it goes. This is pretty exciting though. I got the pop-up headlamps working. I ended up getting the headlight motor relocation kit from Auto Collect Storm quite a while back, because when you're running a tucked radiator, the motors won't fit, so you have to mount them like down closer to the frame rail. So all of that works good. Very happy about that, because that's my favorite part of the whole car. I love those pop-ups. Oh man, so much work. But I enjoy this, I really do. You know, people ask me about the car reviews all the time, and you know, that's what I started out doing. I enjoy doing the car reviews, but I'm just so burned out on it. Everybody and their brother wants to be a YouTube car reviewer, and it just doesn't feel special anymore. I feel like all it is, you know, reading press releases and regurgitating the information and doing the same thing over and over and over. I'm not learning any new skills. I'm not, you know, stepping outside of the box, and that's what I've really enjoyed about doing the projects, is that it gives me an avenue to be creative and do something that I truly enjoy. This is the right side of the shop. Got the Chevelle sitting in here for the moment, working on getting this place all cleaned up, but lots of work to do. We've got lights hung up in here, extra power outlets, working on getting some kind of ventilation system in here, but you know, slowly but surely it's getting done. I think it's time to get some work done on this car. Well everyone, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks so much for tuning in. It really means a lot. And I appreciate everyone who's been patiently waiting for this video. I know it's taken a really long time, and I know there's probably things that I've missed. If you have any additional questions, please post them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them. It's hard to, you know, my mind isn't working as efficiently as it should lately with all that's going on. But again, I'm doing my best. I've got a lot of really fun things planned for the channel. Yeah. Anyway, that's it, guys. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so, because there's a lot more content where that came from. Leave a like below if you enjoyed the video, and make sure your notification bells are selected so you can get notified of all of the new uploads. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.